What's up, guys? So today I want to talk to you about the movie Robocop. I remember when I was in college, my roommate and I watched it basically, and that was the first time I ever saw this movie, and that was back in 2009, 2010, around then, and I hadn't seen it since. And I know I've been talking about doing this movie and pinball table, making a video for it. So I decided tonight, I feel like watching it. I want to watch it. It piqued my curiosity. And the only thing I remembered from the last time I saw it in college was the scene where the guy was covered in toxic waste and he turned all weird, right? Like a mutant. So as I was watching, it was basically me watching it for the first time. And I gotta say, I love this movie. I enjoyed a lot of it. I found myself some movies I can't focus too long, but I was able to focus for a good amount. Yeah, I was pausing it sometimes just to do some research on the actors or whatever. But for the majority of the time, I was hooked on this film. There's just so many great scenes, and I really love the theme behind the movie, where basically this human cop tries to stop bad guys, and he almost gets killed in the line of duty, and he comes back as this robot, this cyborg, and and when he comes back, he's basically trying to figure out what he is. But it's a great movie that speaks about a lot of themes. What I really got from it was a huge this is like your prototypical movie of revenge, right? Where the good guy gets revenge, right? So you feel that. You feel the emotions. You feel, as you're watching, you feel sorry for the cop. You feel sorry for what happened. And, so... But let's talk a little bit about the movie itself. It was released in 1987, directed by Paul Verhoeven. And before it was filmed and put into production, it was actually a hard script to sell. But eventually Orion Studios bought it, and once they had the script, they had to find a director. But they actually had trouble. I think it even said Verhoeven rejected the script a couple times before actually deciding to work on it. Verhoeven, I'm not really familiar with the name, but apparently a lot of his movies and films center around violence and satire. And in the box office, it was a major hit. So 13.7 million in budget, 53.4 million made in the office, and this was back in 1987. So you can imagine what that would amount to today. It won an Academy Award and several Saturn Awards, and it's also considered to be one of the best sci-fi films ever made, because it does talk a lot of themes are addressed throughout, such as the loss of humanity, robots, the greed, major corporations, and so you definitely see that throughout. It was also, according to Wikipedia, it was meant to rebuke Reaganomics at the time. As a franchise, it's really successful as well. There's 3 original Robocop movies, and then a remake came out in 2014, which looks pretty interesting. I've never seen it. There's also been an animated series, a live-action TV show, comic books, toys, and video games. I know that... Oh, wow, there's a Robocop music playing for the table. But I know that recently a game came out on Steam centered on Robocop, and there was also a video game that was released for Super Nintendo and other systems called Robocop versus the Terminator, which I had never heard about. Also, as you watch the movie, you see resemblances to the Terminator, and interestingly enough, they wanted to get Arnold Schwarzenegger to play the Robocop, but he couldn't. They felt like he was too bulky, and so it made better sense to cast someone else. But he was originally one of the people that they reached out to play Robocop. So you can imagine what would it be like if Arnold played Robocop. I think it was a good decision that they didn't, because you'd see Arnold when you're watching Robocop, you'd see the Terminator, right? So a good thing they kept it separated. What else do I want to say? And also, one of my favorite scenes was when the ED-209 was fighting the Robocop. So the ED-209 was the other robot that was supposed to protect, Detroit, that city, and it was definitely malfunctioned. But a lot of great scenes, and I just enjoyed it. Finally got to see it, and I'm looking forward to watching more in the future. But let's talk about this table. So this table was released by Data East in 1989 and designed by Joe Kamenkow. It actually wasn't that much of a success in terms of sales. Only 1,500 units were produced. And Joe Kamenkow said that he still liked the playfield design, so he reused it in the 1991 Data East table called Checkpoint. So the playfield is just like it's a different image, but it's the same kind of concept. One of the things about this table that was noted was that it used a color-coded system to understand how the rules work. So you're going to see like a lot of colors to tell you, okay, what does this mean? Where's the jackpot? Because a lot of times people, when they're playing pinball, they're not really focused too much on necessarily, doing so well. They just want to play the game. The average customer just wants to play the game, and so they made it color coded. But yeah, what a great movie! I highly recommend it. Very emotional movie at times. Just really aged well for 2024. I'm watching in 2024. The only thing that I couldn't help myself to see was the bad guy in Robocop. He was played by what's his name? He was the dad of. He was the dad of that 70s show. What's his name? Kurtwood Smith. So Kurtwood Smith was the bad guy in Robocop, but he also was. I know him more as the dad to Eric in that 70s show, and he's kind of an actor who plays a lot of. He kind of plays a lot of different roles, but I just couldn't help but see. I couldn't help but see Eric's father instead of the bad guy, but he still played the role pretty well. Really good actor. So let's go with this table. Finally, I had a video for this from Biggest, but this one is from Dracon. Also, the back glass is a lot of scenes from the movie. So once you see the movie, you'll understand. You can see in the background the ED-209 robot. You see Robocop, his accomplice. There's the motorcycle scene at the gas station, and then there's that that scene where they get the Cobra. I think that military style weapon, the Cobra rocket launcher or whatever. But let's go here. Also, the table even looks like the Terminator table, I want to say. Whoops. You are under arrest. Suspect mode. Oh, that's cool too. See, arrest mode. You see that in the movie as well. Like his HUD screen. Kickback. I think you also have a kickback in Terminator. We still got the kickback. Shoot ED-209. Okay, so that's the bad robot. I don't know why ED-209 sounded like a lion, though. He's a robot, isn't it? It's a robot. Why did it sound like a lion? Oh, no. I don't think there's a ball save. Also, what was funny in the movie is that Robocop eats baby food. That's what sustains him, apparently. Let's go. Book him. So we locked the ball, I think. Two balls locked, I think? No? I love how they have that little underscore underneath. If you see the film, you know what it means, you know? Oh, man. No kickback that time. Dead or alive. Let me get to 1 million. I'll be satisfied with 1 million. Nothing fancy. Ooh, okay, we got to 1 million though. Ooh, man, close. Should we hit that captive ball? What happened? And that, I like it, is, I think, I remember that, okay, nice, let's go. 1 million. 1 million. Wait, what is it, where's the 1 million? What am I supposed to hit? Honestly, I feel like the Robocop, I am the Robocop as I play. Oh, the ramp, I think. It wants me to hit the ramp. Oh, man. Okay, so let me hit the ramp, I think. So it looks like when we hit the ramp, we catch the bad guys. We spot the bad guys. Okay, I got one more jump. We got a multi-ball. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Jackpot is the right ramp. Oh, not enough power. What a great version 2 of this table. Thank you to Drakon. Oops. I've done a few videos of his, I think a couple videos of his tables versions. Well, I got to 4 million. No match feature though. Okay, let me put in my initials then. Okay, we're not going to worry about my initials right now, but I'm happy with my score. Thank you guys for watching me play Robocop and talking a little about the movie. Hope you enjoyed this feature. Till next time, I'll catch you guys later. Take care.